this point in the relatively young life, Genesis Motor America has but two models in the lineup, the G90 flagship sedan, simply the slightly less indulgent G80. I've test-driven both, which enables it to attest to outstanding value and refinement overall. Genesis dealerships will grow once the new G70 luxury sport model arrives later this spring, but until that vehicle arrives, I took a chance to sample a G80 variant I'd never driven before, the 3.3T Sport with all-wheel drive. In many ways, that one proved to be the best Genesis yet. For another thing, the worthiness here is really outstanding. Because Genesis equips its vehicles so well, my G80 AWD 3.3T Sport test car had no options. Base price was $58,725, plus the fully loaded price was $58,725. But look at what's included: 365 horsepower twin-turbo V6, 8-speed auto with paddle shifters, HTRAC all-wheel drive, carbon fiber and aluminum interior trim, premium leather everywhere, heated and ventilated front seats, a 17-speaker Lexicon surround sound stereo audio, full-color head-up display, and… well, you get the idea. The list goes on and so on. The Sport comes with every imaginable active safety feature, from blind spot detection to lane keep assist, as standard. This is a Genesis hallmark. The G80 Sport lacks nothing inside features department. There's many great gear on board intended for $59,000. Almost recently I sampled a G90 with this particular same 3.3-liter twin-turbo 6, and found a great like, but within the marginally smaller G80 the mill is even livelier. Twatch heavily within the throttle, and also the big sedan surges ahead using a refined whoosh and smile-inducing pace. This isn't sports car stuff, nevertheless for a luxury four-door as lavishly equipped because this G80 is, the performance feels as though a bonus. This is a big machine, almost 4,700 pounds, but it really's actually light on its feet. There's no turbo lag to discuss of, and, really, almost no sense you're driving a turbo in any way. Instead, you love smooth, quiet energy that never seems lacking. And with 376 lb-ft of torque watchy to rumble at merely 1,300 revolutions per minute, you'll never catch the Sport napping. On the highway, your vehicle purrs together with the tack needle loafing well down within the dial, the cockpit well isolated from both engine and wind noise. If I have a complaint, it's a car so conspicuously labeled Sport ought to do more to generate the moniker. I get what Genesis is perfectly up to. This G80 is perkier and much more nimble compared to bigger G90, but as a sport it would do better than appear wearing 19-inch all-season tires. This isn't a BMW or perhaps a Cadillac CTS of sport, each of which slice and carve across interesting roads with increased verve. Let the other Genesis models have fun playing the posh above all game. A Genesis Sport really should be more overtly athletic. That complaint aired, I also admit the G80 Sport was extremely pleasant to operate a vehicle nonetheless. The adaptive suspension nicely tempers body movements while still delivering a supple ride, even over broken roads. Handling, grip, and braking performance might not live up to the very best in this class. Nevertheless, the Sport doesn't complain whenever you push it. Yes, it's big, yes, it's heavy, but it really will play. The Turbo 6 pulls strongly across its rev band, along with the 8-speed automatic shifts quickly and decisively in manual mode. The all-wheel drive system may add a tad of understeer, but mostly you don't notice you're driving an AWD machine except, naturally, after you launch from stoplights with zero wheel spin. Which is to say, if you want to blow off somewhat steam with the wheel, the G80 Sport will unquestionably oblige. But let's boost the comfort. At this point inside the Genesis of Genesis, buyers aren't being received by the showroom searching for grind-inducing G-forces. They're from a comfortable, superbly executed, utterly refined driving experience for a compelling price. And this G80 delivers simply that like a champ. The controls and instruments will be the very concise explanation accessible. From the 9.2-inch Higher's color touchscreen to your audio-like central rotary controller for the delightfully simple primary analog gauges, everything works clearly and harmoniously. Nothing annoys, and within this age of increasingly befuddling human-machine interfaces, that claims a lot. What's more, the cockpit is beautifully detailed and presented, with lovely stitching inside leather, expensive-looking trim inside the dash along with the doors, and generous room within the rear seats. What I noticed most after the week when driving of this Genesis only agreed to be how relaxed I felt each and every time I stepped from the jaw horse. In busy Los Angeles, gridlock can wear you down. The Genesis handles the highway stop and go with stop-start equipped smart cruise. The noise with the city is usually rattling. The G80 is blessedly isolated from such irritations, and merely operating a posh machine could be annoying. The G80 Sport bends over backward to produce your driving experience frustration-free. This isn't luxury from the sense of shiny things or extravagant doodads, rather, this Genesis earns its stripes by delivering you wherever you'd wish to go as capably, professionally, and calmly like a world-class chauffeur. Because luxury should mean expensive. In fact, luxury at its best means a difficult thing done effortlessly. And on that score, the G80 Sport shines. 2018 Genesis G80 AWD 3.3T Sport Specifications. Price $58,975, $58,975 BAS tested. Engine 3.3 liters, 32 valve twin turbo V60, 365 HP at 6,000 revolutions per minute, 376 lb-ft at 1,300 revolutions per minute. Transmission 8-speed automatic. Layout 4-door, 5-passenger, front engine, AWD sedan. EPA mileage 1,724 miles per gallon city hui. LXWXH 196.5 by 74.4 by 58.3 inches, wheelbase 118.5 inches, weight 4,675 pounds, 060 miles per hour, 5.1 seconds estate. Top speed 155 miles per hour electronically limited.